Hi everyone, welcome to the Glow Series Advanced Skin Renewal.
All right.
We're so happy that you are all able to join us today. As most of you know, I am Jen Collins, owner of Your Beautiful Aesthetics and nurse practitioner. This is Christina Johansson,
Hello.
lovely nurse practitioner, and Catherine Fuentes, also known as Kat, more known as Kat,
Yeah, more known.
who is our medical assistant and laser tech. And so together we are all happy to introduce all things skin to you guys from YBA.
So just some topics that we're going to go through today. We're going to highlight some common skin conditions. We're going to go over medical grade skincare. We're going to review all of the different peels and a topical biostimulant that we offer. And then we're going to kind of dive into some of the procedural stuff, the diamond glow, microneedling, and some other treatment modalities. And stay tuned. There's going to be a exclusive offer for those of you that stay on throughout the webinar with us.
Dangle the carrot a little bit.
Stay tuned. Okay, so skin health being a lifestyle. I know that we're all juggling busy lives. I get it. I have twins that just turned 2, and my daughter Aubrey, she'll be 4 in December. And at the end of the day, like skincare is the last thing that I want to do. Like, and I've slept in my makeup before. I'm not proud of it, but I'm sure like we've all done it. I know. But we've all done it before. So I just wanted to like point out like skin isn't necessarily something that we just treat. It's something that we live in. So we really need to honor it. Just like trying to achieve a healthy body with a balanced lifestyle, through nourishing food, movement, rest, quality sleep, achieving healthy skin shouldn't be seen as adding just one more thing, but it's more like aligning with the lifestyle that you're wanting to live in. So in doing so, medical grade skincare, professional treatments that we're going to go over today, those are the lifestyle choices that you're going to be making for your skin. It's not vanity, it's an investment in your self-care, which I think we all need a little more of. So skin health matters. Like why? Why does it matter? Your skin is the largest body organ that we have, and it's working every single day to protect us from the sun, pollution, everything from the outside world. So when we care for it, we're not just treating the appearance, we're honoring that protective barrier that keeps us healthy. Beyond that, healthy skin changes how we feel, right? It gives us confidence. Our treatments are able to last longer, and it reflects kind of overall wellness. So now that we've talked about like why it matters, because it does, and it's not vanity, we're going to go over common skin conditions.
All right, so hyperpigmentation is something that we see a lot, especially here in Arizona. And it kind of is a blanket term that kind of encompasses general hyperpigmentation to melasma and sunspots. And so it mostly is all of these things can be triggered from inflammation and from the sun. Melasma in general is more hormone driven and also can be very stubborn. These are all things that we can treat here at YBA using different modalities such as laser, peels, our lamp probe device, and then our medical grade skincare treatments. There's a lot of lightening agents too that we can prescribe it. Also, a lot of derms will prescribe like kojic acid, hydroquinone, and a lot of these ingredients are in some of our medical grade skincare as well. Acne prone skin and scarring. So this is something that we see quite a bit, and we have different modalities to treat. Skin that is prone to acne can be in our, hormonal ages due to like puberty, but also we see it in the adulthood as well, and we also see it in our patients that are on hormones. We actually give people acne, unfortunately, with the testosterone, and so we are constantly treating acne. It can be from clogged pores and excess oil and sebum production, bacteria and inflammation. It also can be genetic, and we can treat with different modalities such as laser genesis, which uses a high heat to kill bacteria. Also, the medical grade skincare lines. The peels can be really good. And then when we do see that there's some post acne scarring, which actually kind of happens as the acne is trying to heal, there's a loss of collagen depth from the inflammatory acne. We can do things like microneedling to do some resurfacing and build collagen to that area. We also may use certain medications that block androgens and maybe some antibiotics and topical antibiotics and medications. But the treatments that we can offer here again are the peels, laser genesis, diamond glow, which we'll discuss is really good for cleaning out those pores as well. Dry, rough, flaky skin we've all experienced, I'm sure, just being in Arizona as well. It's just the skin is not getting enough moisture. And so it happens in cold weather, low humidity, or cold weather we don't obviously have here, but cold or dry weather, low humidity, excessive washing, dehydration, and harsh soaps. Hydrating the skin using chemical peels to get rid of the dead skin, Diamond Glow, which also gets rid of this, proper skincare. Glycinated skin. This is kind of interesting, and I learned a lot myself by doing this slide. This we see, and it's very stubborn to treat. It actually occurs. It's a natural process called glycation. It's a process that occurs when the sugar molecule, like glucose and fructose, binds to proteins in the skin, and it actually causes a formation of like premature skin. Like it actually is it's due to sugar, I guess, and refined carbs. So it can be high risk in diabetes or just people that are a smoker, people that are getting a lot of UV light. It can appear yellowish or a dull undertone and a crepey appearance with deep wrinkles. A good analogy is like sugar. I actually like this. Sugar stiffens your collagen like caramel on an apple. It makes the skin less flexible, so wrinkles and sagging show up faster. So treatments for this have to be kind of multimodality. We got to break that skin layer and do some remodeling, and that can be with microneedling, lasers, chemical peels. Sometimes we'll actually recommend, if someone really wants a good treatment, a referral out for a CO2 laser or something much stronger. Fine lines and wrinkles, natural as we age, as our skin loses collagen and elastin, and the proteins keep it, proteins are what we want to keep it firm and elastic, and we just lose that as we age. Sun exposure and can cause the breakdown of elastin and collagen, and also repeated facial movements. So smiling, which we all, should keep doing, right? Can definitely cause these, and also dehydration. So again, multi-modality approach with topical skincare, like kind of treating all the layers, treating your bone structure, which we may do with fillers, treating the skin layers to build collagen and elastin. So this would be with medical grade treatments, like skincare, daily skincare, biostimulants, microneedling.
All the fun stuff, like all the things.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah. Rosacea is just a red, bumps on the face, persistent blushing, visible blood vessels, and it can be related to UV exposure, can flare up with different things like hot drinks, excessive exercise, spicy foods, weather changes, different irritants and alcohol. And this can be very hard for someone to deal with. It can be also very stubborn. So the treatment for this would be reinforcing cellular protection using different things like vitamin C, focusing on rebuilding the skin layer, and decreasing inflammation. IPL laser treatments with intense pulse light can help with this. And also certain, medications like metronidazole and azelaic, how do you say that? Azelaic acid. And then this picture just shows some broken capillaries too. So sometimes this actually is kind of goes along with rosacea, but sometimes we just see broken capillaries on their own in the absence of rosacea. And we can treat this with lamp probe or laser. So we do have treatments for that as well. Um, a couple other skin conditions here, milia, which is basically like little tiny white spots on the face. They're little pockets of keratin that can be very stubborn to remove. And sometimes people will try to kind of squeeze them and pick them, but really they're just so stubborn. Yeah, don't do it.
Don't do
You
it.
can really scar doing that. Also, cholesterol deposits are going to be a little bit bigger and kind of more yellow, and they're actually fatty deposits. So, our treatments are very safe and easy with laser or lamp probe. Skin tags, we see these in kind of areas where our skin rubs together, like our neck, our armpits, sometimes around the eyes. These are benign and they're just annoying. And these can be, you like cauterization methods like lamp probe can be used. They can be snipped off, but we don't typically do that here. We like the lamp probe method, which it doesn't even really bleed. It's just quick and easy. And then these red bumps here are cherry angiomas. Those are actually just made up of tiny little blood vessels. They're also very harmless, but they're very easy to remove with our treatments.
And satisfying to remove too.
Yeah, it's actually really fun. Yeah. So come on in with all your barnacles. Yeah. And then you guys all know what I mean. Maybe.
Speaking of barnacles, these keratosis look like
yes, these are more barnacle-like. So these actually, sometimes these actually would require us to refer you to derm to take a look at them. These actinic keratosis in the first picture here actually can be precancerous. So these are important to recognize and remove to further prevent spread. There are certain criteria that we look at that may make us have you go get them checked out. The seborrheic keratosis are usually darker in appearance, but actually are benign. But they're just unsightly. So there's ways that we can remove both of these with lamp probe and laser. And then we just always recommend, your annual skin checks by your derm and also good sun protection.
Yeah, and I was going to say, if we see anything that's questionable or suspicious, we're going to make sure you see your derm because we don't treat that. All right, so going forward, we're going to talk about some medical grade skincare. And, there's so many different products out there now at the drugstore, online. And it's really hard to know like what's credible, what's quality strength. So really when it comes to medical grade skincare, the difference comes down to strength, quality, and ultimately results. Medical grade skincare products use higher concentrations of active ingredients that are clinically tested. So they're designed to penetrate deeper into the skin, which means that you can actually see results versus over the counter or some online stuff. While they say they may penetrate deeper, they actually usually just lay on top of that first layer of skin and actually can cause more irritation, more redness. So a lot of people I know would say, oh, I tried a new skincare product and my skin just didn't react very well. And, it's quality, it's not very good. And so bottom line is that, medical grade skincare, you're not just buying a product, you're really investing in the results that are safe, predictable, and they're backed by science. There are some important skincare that we want to talk about, which would be the retinols, the AHAs, BHAs, and vitamin C. So vitamin A, it's a derivative of retinol that goes deeper than over-the-counter versions. So the medical grade ones penetrate even more so, and ultimately they smooth texture, they shrink pores, they help fade sun damage, and most importantly, they help boost your collagen. So over time, it's giving you firmer and younger looking skin. Like please, I need that in my life. So the next one is AHAs and BHAs, which is like a shorter way of saying ahas and bahas, which I feel like sounds like a Mai Tai or like a cocktail kind of a drink. But you can kind of think as these as gentle exfoliants. So they polish that skin layer, if you will. The ahas work on the surface to smooth and brighten, and the beta ones actually go a little bit deeper into the pores to help clear congestion and prevent breakouts. And the medical grade versions are precisely formulated, so they're effective and safe. Then lastly, the vitamin C that we wanted to touch on, that's your daily antioxidant shield. So it protects against sun and pollution, helps brighten the skin, even out pigment, also can support collagen. So when you pair it with SPF, it's probably one of the best defenses that you can do to help with premature aging. So here at YBA, we have a couple amazing skincare lines that we love. Illumier MD is one of them. Illumier comes from the word illuminate, which means to make clear or bright. It's one of the fastest growing professionally dispensed skincare brands. Currently, they're at about 4,500 clinics worldwide. The neat thing about this company is they have a Illumier MD Foundation, which is their philanthropic branch of the company, where their goal is to do ongoing charitable work all around the world. They actually helped fund and build a school in South Africa. And it currently serves, it originally was only 30 students, and now it's hundreds. And they're providing them safe learning environment and all the resources that they need. So I thought that was really neat. So then on top of all that, one of the other reasons why we love this is it is a European-based company. And why that's so important is that Europe has much stricter skincare safety standards than the US. So in Europe, they have banned over 1,600 chemicals versus the US, which has only banned 30. 1,630. So I just like, that's remarkable to me. So you know that you're getting kind of clean science. They avoid unnecessary fillers and clinically backed ingredients. This particular line is tailored to all different skin types. They have different formulations that focus on, long-term results. It's not just a quick fix, but the goal is to build healthier, stronger skin over time. And then another important piece is that it's eco-conscious and ethical. So they're super committed to sustainability, and their packaging is recyclable, and cruelty-free testing.
I just want to add too, this brand has been a lot of fun to learn about, and our clients who have latched onto it love it, and they keep coming back for more. And honestly, that's what I love about it, because if it's not working, people are not going to keep using it, and because people want to see results. Right. And so it really has been a great, trusted brand for us.
I love it. All right, so the other medical grade skincare product that we carry is Skin Medica. So you might not be familiar with this particular name, but you might be familiar with Botox. So Skin Medica is from the makers of Botox. Some kind of cool facts about it is that there's 200 plus global clinical studies out there that have been completed showing efficacy with their products. They have over 90 peer-reviewed publications, 50 US patents, and they've won over 80 beauty awards. So it's pretty pronounced. They are the pioneers of the growth factor technology. You're going to hear growth factors a few more times in this presentation, but those are just natural proteins that help the skin basically tell it to heal and repair and make fresh collagen. One of my all-time favorite products is from this line, and it's their HA5 with collagen. So it's a unique serum. It's made up of 5 different types of hyaluronic acid, which is a naturally occurring sugar molecule. But this particular, I wish we had a picture of it. I should have put it on there. But we have it behind us here. Yeah. But it has the 5 different types, and they say it's like a drink of water for your skin, but honestly, I feel like that undersells it. It's literally like a regeneration cocktail. So it's helping your skin lock in moisture. Just help yourself, it helps your skin lock in moisture. There's collagen support. There's helping build that barrier strength. It's just like an amazing product. The last one that we really love and trust and carry is Plated Skin Science. And we carry the Plated Intense and Plated Hair Serum. But this is so unique. It is founded by Mayo Clinic doctors that have been working really hard to create this product. They originally used it in cardiovascular patients, and they saw that the plated serum, or the way that they were using it, was actually helping regenerate cardiac tissue, which is phenomenal. So what it is, there are exosomes. They're platelet-derived exosomes that are DNA-free, and that's a huge buzzword right now. I feel like in the aesthetic community is exosomes, so you're hearing about it, but not all exosomes are created equal. There are some exosomes that come from plants, that come from other animal sources, so you really have to make sure you know where you're getting your exosomes from. Exosomes are tiny little messengers released by cells. They carry proteins, growth factors. They basically tell other cells how to act. So you can kind of think of it like this. Collagen are the bricks. The elastin are kind of like the rubber bands, and the exosomes are text messages, and they tell the skin, hey, start building. So they, like I said, repair damage, calm inflammation, stimulate collagen, improve that cell-to-cell communication, and hello, reverse time. We're gonna look healthier and younger.
Who doesn't want that?
I know.
And with that, with the plated, actually, because we can get you like a 20-step skincare regimen, which
Seriously,
that's what I do, and I love it. But some people just want like
minimal.
a minimal, and the plated really is you can keep it pretty minimal with, probably like cleanser, plated, sunscreen. Yeah, just
Really,
yeah.
it is an all-in-one powerhouse.
Yes. So for those that want minimalistic,
like I don't want to do my 10-step routine, which for me, gotta find the time. All right, so moving on, we have a lot of beautiful medical grade peels, chemical peels, which I think, chemical sounds really overwhelming and kind of intimidating and harsh. Yes, but the one that we carry is the VI Peel Precision Plus. It's an award-winning peel. It's a powerhouse. It was actually named Best Chemical Peel in Cosmo's 2022 Holy Grail Beauty Awards. It's a medium depth peel. So what that means is it really helps to deeply penetrate into the skin, and it helps minimize and inhibit the production of melanin, which, as we learn, is the stuff that turns our skin color darker. So it's stopping that production. It's going to help exfoliate and diminish that pigmentation and help improve textural damage. It also additionally helps kind of turn over the cells a little faster. It's an in-office procedure. You might experience some mild tingling or warmth during that application. Skin does begin to peel day 2 to 3, so it is a peeling peel, if you will. And results are typically seen at that 5 to 7 day window. And at the end of it, once you're done peeling, you have a smoother texture, brighter tone, and reduced discoloration. We do recommend this to be done as a series of 3 to get the best clinical outcome. You get a home care kit, easy instructions. They have a specialized hydrocortisone cream and sunscreen so that you can protect your skin from the sun. We want to protect our new layer of skin. We don't want to go backwards with that. I feel like these pictures speak for themselves with the pronounced improvement. So you can kind of see before we have that melasma, the dark sunspots, and after just 3 peels, a significant improvement. I mean, her skin quality looks better. I can't touch her face, but it looks like it's a lot smoother. Skin's brighter. And then this one over here, to me, again, same thing. It was 3 treatments once a month. And I mean, that's astounding. You can see that the textural quality in her cheek over there on the right is significantly improved. All right, so Kat, our resident certified laser tech, experienced a peel, a VI peel. And I'd love to have you share with everybody kind of your personal experience and journey with it and all the details.
Yes, absolutely. So as you can see, I did go through some pretty significant peeling there. And what I was pretty much looking to target was the acne that was present. So you can see on my cheeks, there was some acne, there's some acne scarring, hyperpigmentation. And now if you take a look, that is all cleared up. So my skin never went back to that quality, and it pretty much improved overall. My experience during the treatment it's very quick. I was just in and out. It was interesting to walk around the office actually peeling, but I was like, what better place to work at?
Yeah, everyone understands, right?
Yeah. And patients were actually like, oh, like, what did you have done? So it was a really interesting experience, but it was not like uncomfortable at all. And it's just the downtime that you kind of have to get acclimated to. But the peeling, you just don't want to prematurely peel it. Just overall let it run its course.
Yeah, like you don't want to pick.
Right.
No
No
picking.
picking. No
Yeah,
picking.
just let it flake off.
Okay.
Tempting.
Are we ready for the results here? Dun, dun, dun. Oh my goodness.
And there you go. So those are pretty much my cheeks before and after. So I had some scarring there, some hyperpigmentation, and just after I did have 3 treatments done, and there were significant improvements there. So an overall quality, tone, texture, And I would say my cheekbones are even a little bit more highlighted there.
Yeah, super good.
Super fun.
You haven't had any other like aesthetics.
No, seriously.
You're too young.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of the other medical grade peels that we carry is actually from the line of Illumier, and they have a few different ones that are fantastic, and they can be customized to whatever your unique skin needs are. They're safe, they're clean formulas, and they're clinically proven. So depending on the formulation, the peels can help brighten dull skin. They can help with uneven tone, reduce the congestion, breakouts, soften fine lines, minimal downtime, and like I said, customizable. To kind of elevate that peel experience, we're also able to add on a vitamin A booster just to even more so enhance cellular turnover and give even more of an improvement in texture, fine lines, and overall skin rejuvenation. So real good stuff there. The other peel that we want to talk about is really not a peel. It gets categorized as a peel, but it's not. It's a non-peel, or more better known as a topical biostimulant. So we carry PRX and PRX Plus. They don't cause any surface exfoliation. And just to kind of reiterate on the slide there, there's no needles, no peeling, and no downtime. So they penetrate deep into the skin. We do a really thoughtful and intentional facial massage because we want to really get through that first layer of skin. And ultimately, the goal is to stimulate fibroblasts. So those are the cells that are responsible for collagen and elastin. So by doing so, we're activating the skin's natural regenerative process. So it's helping to rebuild collagen, rebuild elastin, and that extracellular matrix, and ultimately leads to firmer, smoother, healthier skin and a long-lasting improvement. Also recommended for best clinical outcome to have this done as a series as well. So we do have a video here just kind of showcasing a quick little snippet of an application. That's not a needle. It's actually just a syringe, and those are droplets being dropped onto her skin. And then we kind of dab it to smooth it around. And then you'll see just kind of a firm pressure. What is it, like 3 to 4 pounds of pressure?
Yeah.
That we want to achieve to really make sure we're.
You can imagine that's a really good like facial massage there.
I know, like come on in for a nice facial
massage. Yes.
It's like a twofer.
Yeah,
no, 2 for 1. Well, thank you, gals. So let's dive into Diamond Glow facial treatments. So what is Diamond Glow? And it is actually a nice little device that we have here, and it's considered a dermabrasion device, and it exfoliates, extracts, and infuses all in a single go. So that exfoliation is going to use a diamond tip to safely remove that first layer of the skin to enhance penetration. And we're going to be extracting using a controlled suction to pull dead skin cells and impurities. You can expect dirt, debris, and even residual makeup to come out from your skin. And at the same time, we're going to be infusing a medical grade serum by Skin Medica. So we can choose one of the 5 serums based on your skin's needs. So what makes Diamond Glow different and so unique is that not only is it customizable to your skin's needs, but it also uses that diamond tip technology. So what does that mean? It means that they have real crushed diamonds that are embedded into that tip. So not only is this treatment luxurious, but it also allows for a precise and gentle exfoliation. So those diamond tips, we can select them to be either fine or coarse, just depending on what your skin needs. But in addition to being pampered with those diamonds, you can also touch base on these serums. So if you're one that struggles with dry skin, HA5 hydrocollagen has 5 forms of hyaluronic acid plus a vegan collagen that uses technology to attract and retain water. And it's also plumping the skin to smooth and diminish fine lines, which who doesn't want a plump skin, plump cheeks? TNS Advanced Plus has age-defying power, and that targets visible signs of aging with growth factors. We're targeting that again. So you can think of growth factors like those little messengers that your skin cells need to talk to each other. So when we're young, those skin cells are shouting, repair the skin quickly, and as we're aging, those signals start to get quieter. So TNS Plus adds those growth factors back in. So it's like turning up that volume back up and telling your skin to repair, rebuild, and overall act younger. So if you're one that struggles with acne, pore purifying might be for you as it targets excess oil, clogged pores, and texture. So it helps clear and smooth the skin. Even incorrect, it's If you are looking to overall brighten your skin, it has brightening agents like glycolic and phytic acids, and it helps correct uneven skin tone and dark spots. Vitamin C is loaded with antioxidants, so that helps transform your skin from dull and sun damaged to radiant and protected with those deep doses of antioxidants and also vitamins. So here you can see a really good demonstration of what Diamond Glow looks like in action. So it's a quick pass there. It's supposed to be a very gentle, comfortable treatment. You can make it as luxurious as you're looking for. And you can see improvements in those blackheads in that picture there, where that is like a completely new nose.
And pores too.
Yes, I can't see, I can't feel it, but I can imagine what that feels like, those differences. So it's a very quick and easy treatment. So my favorite part of the treatment is actually the water that comes out of it. So I love to tell patients that I am able to show them what is extracted from their skin. And you can see those little clumpies on that yellowish video where those clumpies actually represent dead skin cells. So isn't that so satisfying to see?
Satisfying or disgusting?
Satisfying. A lot of people think it's disgusting.
No, I do. I'm with you.
So I think like 9 times out of 10 people actually want to see
No,
it. It's
seriously,
unusual if they don't.
And they're so in awe once they see it. Like,
This one's pretty clean compared to this.
yeah, that yellowish one has more of the skin, but you can see a little dirt and debris in the clearer one.
Yeah.
And there's differences in the color too. So the color depends on what your skin quality looks like. So you can see the one on the left is more on the yellow side. Yeah, and the serum can actually have an effect in it too. So vitamin C has more of a yellowish tint, whereas the other ones are more of a clear tint. So that's the difference between those two. And through Ally, you can actually get $30 off of a treatment if it's your first one. So if you're able to take advantage of this barcode here to claim your $30 off. Okay, so that sums up Diamond Glow. Microneedling is one of my favorite treatments that we perform here in the office, and it consists of tiny needles that create micro injuries to the skin to trigger your body's natural healing response. So you are required to be numbed with topical lidocaine, actually is also known as numbing cream, and this we can expect to be numbed because it's not a treatment that is the most, I guess, quote unquote, comfortable, as we are using tiny needles to create a controlled injury to the skin. But these needles can actually be adjusted to your comfort and the area that we're treating. But this treatment is safe to do on most skin types. It can actually be performed on many areas of the body where you're looking to improve fine lines and wrinkles, scar reduction, stretch mark reduction, and even skin tone. But yeah, regardless of the depth, your body's going to recognize the injury that's going on and overall stimulate a cascade of wound healing processes. So that involves inflammation, growth factor release, there's that keyword again, and collagen production. So it's a very niche treatment. We do offer a variation of microneedling known as Skin Pen. So Skin Pen actually has their own specifically designed glide that is infused into the skin during the treatment. This glide makes the treatment a lot more tolerable, and the Skin Pen actually has a curated post-treatment topical serum that we send you home with to help support your overall skin hydration and healing. What you can expect during this treatment, you do have some downtime that starts as soon as the treatment is over. That can last about 5 days. The downtime may consist of some tightness, some redness of the skin, but that redness does start to diffuse by about 50 to 75% by the next day. There can be some peeling in this treatment, but it's not too common. But since there's minimal peeling, you're able to wear makeup the next day. So it's considered a minimally invasive treatment, and that's going to help remodel the skin. There's no chemicals, no heat that Skin Pen uses.
And you do have the, yeah.
Yes. So Skin Pen is currently offering, if you purchase 3 Skin Pen sessions, you do get $100 off your following sessions. And that is active until the end of December or when all of those rebates are claimed. So
They just have to start their treatments before December 31st.
yes, yeah. So I would start off on them.
Yeah.
So here are some gnarly before and afters that I was able to take on one of my clients. So this gal here struggled with some acne pitting for a few years and she felt defeated. But you can see significant improvements in her cheek, in the acne scarring, overall texture. I mean, that second picture, you couldn't even tell that she had acne on her jawline. So skin pen microneedling really yields awesome results. So there is another variation to microneedling, and that is known as radiofrequency microneedling. And what we carry here at YBA is Vivace. So how it works is these needles are actually, they deliver heat at the end of the tip, and we can adjust these levels of penetration depending on your comfort and tolerance as well. So you do have some numbing cream that's applied. But it's overall like your regular microneedling just on steroids. Just that heat really does amplify the treatment and delivers a more intense pulse. But like I said, it's very customizable to your needs. Um, and it works to remodel the skin tissue just at a higher level compared to your standard microneedling. So there is red and blue light that we can select from depending on what your skin's looking for. So red light therapy is pretty popular right now, and what that function is it helps stimulate the production of collagen and elastin, whereas blue light therapy, where many people might not know, it actually targets and kills the bacteria that causes breakouts. But both essentially promote healing, reduces inflammation, and improves the overall skin texture and tone. So Vivace can be used to reduce fine lines and wrinkles, tighten and lift the skin, improve the texture and tone, minimize pores, treat acne scars and stretch marks. Like mentioned, the treatment just requires some numbing cream, but it can be totally tailored to what your comfort levels are. So you can expect some downtime with microneedling, and that starts over Vivace, and that starts immediately. So you can expect some redness, some swelling, and some minor discomfort may occur after the treatment, but that redness does start to dissipate within 24 hours of the treatment. And the residual side effects also start to subside within a few days. But your skin, although you might not be able to tell that your skin went through something physically, your skin's going to continue to heal over the next couple of weeks. And the optimal results are going to be yielded if you follow that post-care. It's really important to stay hydrated. We do send you home with a Boost Glide, so just carry that around with you. Wearing your SPF to protect your brand new skin, avoid any harsh ingredients like retinols and exfoliation, and just rest knowing that downtime is minimal. So you'll be able to wear makeup within a few days, I would say about
The next day.
the next day.
Mhm.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
you
Go back to your normal.
yeah, normal routine, just
Mhm.
rest for about a day.
Mhm.
So this is a behind the scenes of what Vivace looks like. So you can see just some pulses there. There's about 36 needles, so we can cover a wider area in the single pulse, and it's a very great treatment. So some before and afters here. So you can really see this gal in the first image, improvements in her marionette line. So these areas here, there's some significant lifting and tightening, almost even pulling it back. The middle picture is focusing on that client's neck, and she has some heaviness with her tissue on her skin on the sides of her neck here. So that's tightened up and pulled back a little bit. And this gal on the right side. So you can see improvements in her chin, those fine lines that were really developing on her cheeks next to her mouth. That overall just looks tighter, smoother, and just more youthful. I think there's a significant improvement in all of these pictures.
Yes.
So,
All right. So, microneedling and all the things, we do also have a couple ways that we can just enhance that treatment in and of itself. We have a lot of different serums that we can apply during and post just to optimize and elevate your outcome altogether. One of the other items that we can do along with the microneedling, either with Vivace or the traditional skin pen, is we can use platelet-rich plasma, which is your blood. We spin it down and we put it back on your skin, and we can microneedle it into it and we can put it on after. But ultimately, platelets are what they do is heal. So they're going to heal, repair, regenerate that skin, help with your glow. So it's a really nice treatment if you're not skittish about getting your blood on your face,
Mhm.
The other serum that we have, which we're excited about, is called the VAMP, which is vitamins, amino acids, minerals, and peptides. They're all derived, though, from salmon DNA. So we can use this one in two ways. So we can infuse it directly into the skin during microneedling for an even deeper delivery, or we can apply it right after. It's just a recovery boost to help kind of your skin heal faster, stay hydrated, stimulate that collagen, tighter pores, smoother texture, and then a radiant glow. Also want to make note that because it is potent, it's a bioactive serum. You want to be really mindful if you're having any active acne breakouts or you have pretty significant rosacea. We might want to consider using a different product to not flare you up even more. All right, moving on, Kat. Let's go back to you.
Yes.
The
I'll take
professional.
So some additional lasers or treatments that we offer here at YBA consist of lasers, and that would actually be one of the devices that I have here to my right. So this guy here is my baby. It is a powerful workhorse of a device, and it offers a treatment known as IPL. I know, I started calling it that as soon as you got it. I'm like, I am taking care of this device.
Yeah,
Like,
and you
no,
have.
like that is, it's so precious to me. Like, it is amazing. So IPL is known to improve overall pigmentation, sunspots, age spots. It can help with rosacea, as mentioned before. But what its purpose is to essentially draw pigment to the surface, and you can expect improvements after the first session. But at least 4 sessions are going to be needed, as with each pulse that we deliver, it brings the pigment closer to the skin every single time. It's important to know that you should protect your skin or you protect yourself from the sun after you receive a treatment like this, as it is on the more intense side. But you can decide to do either a spot size treatment or a whole face treatment. And it can be anywhere on the body, really, anywhere you have skin, just anywhere that you don't want to lose hair. I couldn't do it on your eyebrow. That leads to some unwanted hair loss. But just know that anywhere you have skin, that you have hyperpigmentation, we can treat. But it's important to know that the laser that we carry is for certain Fitzpatrick types. And what that means is that if we have a little bit of excess melanin, the laser can't differentiate between the pigmentation that you want to improve versus what's already on our skin. So just know that there are certain lasers that are better for certain skin types. So here are some significant improvements of same hyperpigmentation gals that were treated. So my gal on the left-hand side, so she was struggling with some pretty stubborn hyperpigmentation following her cheekbone there. So I saw her for about 4 months, so monthly for about 4 months. And she was able to see improvements, and she was really happy with those guys. And my gal on the right side, she just struggled with some sunspots. She enjoyed being out in the sun, and sometimes these little guys develop. So some are a little bit more stubborn than others, but if you're patient, you can have really, really good results. Alrighty, diving into laser genesis. This is a non-invasive treatment that helps stimulate collagen. So how it works is it gently heats up the skin to a certain degree, 40 degrees to be exact, and it feels so good on your skin. It feels like you're literally laying on the beach with just the sun hitting you and no wind, like you're just getting the goodness of the sun. So it feels really good on your skin, and its overall function is to boost collagen production. So here's a quick little snippet of me in action with Jen. So
We do make a little bit of time for our own treatments.
Self-care. Emphasis on the little bit of time.
Yeah,
We're so
not
busy.
enough.
I
Yeah.
know, I really wish. No, but this treatment just uses gentle heat to stimulate collagen. So if I heat up the skin to just the ideal temperature, your skin starts to respond in a way that's like, whoa, I need to send some growth factors, some collagen and elastin to start repairing the skin. And that's where improvements in fine lines and wrinkles, pore size, overall quality and texture of the skin, that's where the improvements start to show. So you can see improvements just after a single treatment, but if you're really wanting those long-lasting results, I do recommend anywhere from 4 to 6. And if you're even struggling with acne breakouts, this treatment is super ideal for you too.
And what I think is really awesome too about all these treatments is that collagen by science actually takes like typically about 5 to 6 weeks to start building. So like these treatments are great for like the immediate effects that they have, but then your results end up being even better once that collagen forms. And that's same with the laser genesis, but also with the microneedling treatments.
Yes. All right, here are some significant improvements with laser genesis. So this gal on top actually had just her under eyes treated. And on her left under eye, you're able to see she had some hyperpigmentation, which was actually a result of her daughter elbowing her. So she developed a pretty gnarly bruise. But just after 3 sessions, you can see her overall quality just improved.
On accident. It was
Yes.
on accident.
No, yeah, it was not on purpose, not intentional. But you can see there's just some tightening, some lifting, overall quality of the skin has improved. And my gal on the bottom here, you can see there were improvements in her acne pitting as well. So on both sides of her cheek, the left compared to the right, there's improvements in the acne pitting, even some hyperpigmentation. So this device really does work on a load of concerns all in one go. And a dermaplaning. So not only does Genesis work great on its own, but it can also be enhanced with dermaplaning. So dermaplaning removes the peach fuzz from your face using a surgical grade scalpel. It's a minimally invasive, totally no downtime. Like it even allows you to apply your makeup on better if you wear makeup or just your overall skincare products. So just removing that dead skin layer allows for better penetration of skincare, and it makes your skin just smoother overall. And using a lamp probe treatment. So lamp probe is a non-invasive handheld device that uses radio frequency, which is also known as heat, and that can help treat any skin imperfections from skin tags, cherry angiomas, sebaceous hyperplasia, broken capillaries, milia, cholesterol deposits. A lot of those skin concerns that we listed in the beginning of the presentation, lamp probe can easily target. No anesthesia is needed for this treatment. And you can imagine those little skin tags or any minor spot like that takes about 3 to 5 seconds to be treated. So it's a very safe and quick treatment. Here's a little snippet of me in action removing a skin tag. So wait for it. You'll be able to see just exactly what was removed there. Look at how satisfying that is. And the image just shows a great before and after of a handful of skin tags removed, and you couldn't even tell.
And this treatment really, it is super easy. And so when you're here for any other treatments, if you have something removed, we literally can do it super fast. And you do have to protect from the sun afterwards to avoid the hypopigmentation. So that's important to know if you're going to be going to the beach or something like that. But just this is a great, easy treatment for those little imperfections of the skin.
And it can be done so quickly too. Like if you're here for, let's say, Botox filler or anything else, like just mention it to us and we'll get on it.
Take it off.
Yes.
We can all be in awe of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so just kind of wanted to plug our fall specials that we have currently going on that will end on November 7th. Right now we have all of our medical grade peels as buy two, get one free, which I think is like incredible. And it's nice because you can prepay for those. You don't have to use them all right away, but do have to prepay for them by the 7th, and then you can use them whenever you can. And then we also have with our fall special where you can buy a full-size plated intense serum and you'll get a mini travel size. And then if you buy Skin Medica any 3 products for a minimum of $300 or the Illumier 3 products minimum $250, you get a free home peel.
As always, we appreciate you here at YBA. If you need more information or if you're not already a patient, you can scan our link tree. We also, or text us, or we're happy to meet you.
We do offer we do offer free skincare consults too.
Yes,
so
we offer. Sorry. We offer free, anytime we offer free skincare consults. So if you're not really sure what is best for you, just come on in and we will
guide you.
Yeah.